The Eagles won their first NFL championship since 1960 by winning their first ever Super Bowl. Looking at this list, guys, of teams who have never won a Super Bowl, and there's plenty of them still left in the mix. Let's get out the crystal ball. Let's figure it out. Weed through these. Who is going to end the drought next?
Take your pick.
I'll go first. I feel like the Atlanta Falcons aren't done. I know it was a horrible loss a year ago, and I know it was even a probably tougher loss to swallow when you have first and goal at the 10 in enemy territory. You got Julio Jones, and you don't score a touchdown. But I still feel like this Falcons team and Dan Quinn can get them going one more time and find the right motivational speech and the right type of deal. Their defense was better this year. Matt Ryan's going to get a new contract. He's going to be better this year. And then you start thinking about Freeman and Coleman, and they're developing, and Julio healthy. I guess I can't quit the Falcons.
I feel like it's kind of the girl that you keep getting back together with, and the three of us are listening to you talk about it a lot. And
like, let her go, bro.
Let her go.
Striggs, we're back to her again.
I know.
Okay.
DQ's got a thing on me like that. Not Dairy Queen, Dan Quinn. He just got this. Yeah. Catch back up with me in the offseason.
Billy Barr.
But I'll say this. I love them. I love what the Falcons coaching staff brings out of those guys. I buy into all the motivational stuff, and I just think that they still can get it. And I do think they're the next team to find that Super Bowl championship.
It's great. Listen, I'm going to go with the team that nobody wanted in the playoffs this year. I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay.
Truly. Now, it's complicated with the fan base because they're in L.A. now, but San Diego. If you're a San Diego fan who is still cheering for the Chargers, you've never had anything. Never any major championship in any sport because the Padres have never won it. There's no hockey going on. There's no basketball. And lest we forget, guys, they won 6 of 7 games, tearing down the stretch. And how did they do that? They did that with a first-year head coach. They did it in a ridiculous stadium situation with no home field advantage. Yeah. They are so young. They are so talented. Rivers is still so good. I don't care where they're playing. They got a new stadium coming down the line. I think it's the Chargers who can finally get off the schneid.
You know, I used to love DQ too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that Nerds Blizzard used to blow my mind. But speaking
Blizzard,
so that's basically
gangster.
I know.
I didn't know that was the thing.
Speaking of blizzards, it's cold in Minnesota, and so was the season they had. I mean, it was a cold season. You know, there's certain teams that make the playoffs, and you think, they got a little lucky. They didn't really belong, so they might not have a season next year. No, the Minnesota Vikings, they're that good that they're going to bounce back the following season. Now, we're going to see what happens at the quarterback position. Case Keenum, is it Bridgewater? I don't know. I have confidence in both guys. You got to think about it. Everything that they went through, they did this without their first-round running back. Dalvin Cook goes down early in the season.
True.
McKinnon, Latavius, they step up. Wide receivers are just scratching. Are you kidding me? Adam Thielen, the season he had, showing up big. And Stephon Diggs, when healthy, he could be one of the best receivers in the league. We have faith in Rudolph. And then on the defense side of the ball, Everson Griffin's a monster. I ran into Xavier Rhodes at the Adidas suite at Super Bowl, and he walks up to me, and I'm like, what's up, man? How you feeling? He's just super calm, really quiet. And I was like, why don't you talk more? He's like, I'm not the big talker. Sure. I just go out there just like my defense, and we do it big every time we step out on the field. He said, but then I started talking a little bit more because I realized the guys that are chirping, the cornerbacks that are chirping, are looked at as better than me. But I'm the best corner in football. And as he's talking to me, there was nothing in my mind that wavered. I was like, you know what? Damn right you are. Standing at 6'2", with no cleats on. He's probably like 6'3", and he's big. I feel like this team can take that step to get to the Super Bowl. Maybe it wasn't in their cards for them to be the team that plays the Super Bowl and the city they're playing, but next year they can bounce back and have an even better season.